Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Did the stream start? Oh, damn.
And we're in full effect, goddammit.
Woohoo!
We have had quite a day here in the Vivziverse. Lots of changes.
In the
Lots of things happening.
The Crowley
Always
verse.
happening.
Fanworks course. Yep.
It's just craziness. Just always. Absolute insanity.
Yep.
It has been madness.
It is. Wait, is he in the? Is it?
No,
he in
nah,
the
I don't
thing?
think he is.
Damn it! I missed that bird.
I think
right
before
here.
he
I
was
fucking-
saying it's
Yeah, it's like
been
has
time.
been.
I fucking I messaged him today. I was like, bro, I need to talk to you. I want to run stuff down with you, man, like the old days. And he's like, I'm not home right now. I'm too busy being posh. And then he's like, but tomorrow I'm not too posh for you, darling. I'm like, yeah. It's not what he said, but we're hanging out tomorrow. I
Damn.
feel like all my friends are leaving me. I'm like, oh no. Next thing I
Still a
know,
bird.
Mike's gonna leave, and I'm gonna like, my heart's going to fucking fracture in two.
No.
Don't jinx it.
I can't handle it. Like, I'm a hard ass, don't get me wrong, but I'm a sensitive being.
Mike, Crowley's heart lies on your shoulders. Don't mess up.
I'm like fucking.
I know you can hear this.
I'm fucking just like, you guys don't understand. I'm mean because I'm hurt. I'm so hurt. Like, it just.
What do you mean, where's Birdman? I'm right here.
Where's the bed?
Where's
Low?
We got a lot of auditions in, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put one in.
Yeah, fuck you. You're fired. So I can hire you.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it so bad.
No,
it's
you
not.
don't.
No, you don't.
All I did is like read it. And I'm like, fuck this bird. Don't shit on my car again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so.
Yo, he didn't even know what a cloaca was.
So
I'm not good with vocabulary. I told
we've
you.
had some
Don't
changes
make
on the
fun of me.
channel recently. So there's opportunities on the channel if you guys voice acting over the age of 18 and got the hardware to do so. Send us an audition. Someone sent fucking fan mail today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
A. Louie said, I really want to be on your love like. I don't know what that means. I said I would on a past live, but since I can't, I just want to say good luck. I love you and your channel. Keep up the good work. And tell Angel I said hi. Well, if we had an Angel Dust actor anymore, what?
So it's like, that might be one of you guys. Huh?
What do you mean? We have Fluff.
Well, if we
Yeah.
had an angel here.
Yeah, exactly.
God, you almost freaked me out. I was like, wait, did Fluff leave too?
No, Fluff's here to stay. He's
in bed.
Yeah. Oh, Bird, I'm going to send you something. I want you to look at one of these emotes we got just now.
I saw him fucking. I was promoted on the fucking list. I saw that.
Yeah, you were. You were. Oh, it's fucking.
Congrats, New
It's
Hush.
not
Fucking-
how you want it to happen either. Like, legitly.
No, I feel terrible about it. That's the worst thing. Like, wow, thanks.
Win by default.
And a
Alrighty,
fucking
this is
charity
going to be the
jump.
newest emote, Bird.
All right, let's see it. Is it another JoJo reference? Let's see.
Please.
Isn't that amazing? Is
I
that
love it.
absolutely
I love it.
amazing?
Oh,
You'd
I
get the
finished my
Patreon.
art.
You would get the Patreon just for that.
I finished my art. Did you do it? I'm putting in the
The Tom Tranch, yeah, it's an emote on the server now.
No, the one I sent you yesterday. The Brassica?
I don't think I looked at it.
I'm
It's
sorry.
in the art and music chat thing on the server.
So ask. Whoa. Ah! Okay. Okay, background noise. Jesus Christ, I hurt my ears. No, what I was gonna say that Ask the Presses just made a new meme for me. It's a
Oh,
picture
yeah?
of a dolphin. It says Aunt Jasmine, the kawaii dolphin aunt.
Oh.
Okay, in the context and what he did on the caption was new dolphin Aunt Jasmine meme. Don't be sad or embarrassed. Jasmine, this is how we show our love for your laugh. Oh, thank you. That's actually a really good picture of a dolphin though, I'm not gonna lie.
You like my picture of a dolphin?
No.
So that's one of the 9 new emotes that we just received.
Yo.
We got a Tom Trench one.
Ooh.
I'm very excited about these. Very excited.
So how's everybody doing in chat?
We're good.
How's your day going?
Well, my
What's
day
going on,
started off
Elias?
kind of rough, but I'm feeling better now.
Yeah, with all the new emotes.
Well, I found out also, right?
Jesus.
I found out something new.
This is fine.
That apparently, right? Like, when you record lines, you have to go through the entire thread on the Twitter.
Damn, I'm sorry. Did you just record the first few panels and then you didn't realize until later, like, oh shit, I missed half of it?
Yeah.
Because I've done that.
Yeah,
Oh, I've done that.
Because I've done it properly in the past, but I never went through one thread. Guys, this is another one of our mini emotes that we're going to be having, right?
I'll send it down. There we go.
I'm going to share one of them directly to the live streams, one you haven't seen yet, Bird.
Oh.
Yeah, sneak peek, all you guys are lucky.
Now go to the live streams channel and you can see the emote.
Ooh. That was a good one.
That is good.
Yo! Pog!
That's a
Please
Vox
tell me
champ.
we have- Please tell me we have a Verusica and a Velvet emo.
No, not yet.
Darn.
Try making one maybe, but I mean, I don't know. Did you see what I sent you, Crowley?
Yes, yes, I saw it.
Okay.
We'll slap it
I
on
could-
there for the feels.
Okay. I could I can make an emo. I could try to. I mean, I don't know how good it is.
You know, Bird, that's why we're commissioning people.
Good.
The guy who
Oh,
made
yeah,
the
it's-
Valendio, if he can think of anything funny, he's going to make us more.
Okay.
So-
was good.
Valendio's the best.
Mm-hmm.
So it is Q&A Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, come on and ask us some questions about anything. Any cast members? Any questions?
Yes, as long as it doesn't violate the NDA, I don't see why not. Scrolling, so I can add the thing.
Who's Magnolia? Mm-hmm.
I see a Mama Crimson in the chat. Doge, where are you wanting Why are you saying my monk in there?
The only Crimson I saw was Pix Crimson Up.
Doge says Mama Crimson. You may. Oh, I'm in top chat. I need to be in mine.
Yeah, I always forget to switch over.
Robert Bruce just says you have got a new subscriber, so I'm guessing you just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing.
Yes, thank you for subscribing. You're so wholesome.
Okay.
Oh, here's
Mike. Mike asked a question.
What do you ask?
Why are you all such mother effing, such awesome mother effing people? So I think that brings us to the disclaimer real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
This is an NSFW 18 plus stream. We do not approve, condone, or allow those under the age of 18, if we know you are under the age of 18, to be watching this. As such, go, shoo, skidat, bye. Please. We will have inappropriate content. We will have cussing. We will have things that make people feel uncomfortable. Whether it's me feeling uncomfortable or the fans.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, sorry.
So, speaking of things that are fucking inappropriate and shit, let me explain to you exactly why this stream is labeled NSFW. It's called an Eiffel Tower. Quick, Crimson, mute. I mean,
Just a sec.
Deafened.
Real quick, I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Please, please, please do not, under any circumstances, put your flippin' ages in the chat. That is to protect you and us. So, I'll go ahead and deafen, and please, someone message me when he's done.
I'll message you.
Thank you.
So, an Eiffel Tower is when two men are servicing the same woman. Okay. In spit roast fashion. If you don't know what a spit roast is, one's hitting it from the back and the other one's getting sucked off. Alright, it's this wonderful thing. You're a dude and you lock eyes, and one of you says something extremely hilarious. And you high-five each other with both hands, thus making an Eiffel Tower.
Yay!
So wholesome. Okay, she can come back now.
Okay, I'll message you.
So if you don't know what a spit roast is, you're probably too young to be here. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh, there was a question from Mike, apparently, that we missed.
Yeah, that's why are we all such mother flippin' awesome people.
Because we
good-
love you,
my-
Mike.
my parents love
Because
me,
we love
I don't
you and
know.
you're a simp.
Maybe if Mike quit his job and joined the stream.
Full time.
Full-time streamer. Come
You
on,
know-
Mike. You know you want to do it.
When the Patreon gets up and running and we're making enough money, I'm hoping you guys can quit your jobs.
Damn.
Speaking of the Patreon,
Oh,
I will
A
guarantee
Patreon.
that. Yeah, I will guarantee. Either week, the Patreon is going to be announced. And
Hold on.
what?
Shirtless pics. Shirtless
No,
pics.
Sorry.
Show us your tits. Show us your tits. No,
I
wait.
apologize for the interruption, but I'm reading some of the comics and they're really catching me off guard.
Really?
Like Doge Knight is asking, Mama Crimson, can I take Fluff's job, please? I'm probably better at it.
How about you audition and then we'll. think
Yeah,
about
show
it.
us you're better.
yeah. When you audition, let us know that you're Doge Knight, first off, and then make sure you're over 18, secondly.
Mhm.
It would be so funny if one of the fans who are on the stream all the time audition, you know, like, well, I'm not 18, and then they get just banned from the channel. Yeah, you gotta audition though. There's
Oh, he said. They said, "Damn it."
Yeah, you can't prove it.
on the community.
Why are you saying
tab.
"damn it," huh? Why are you saying
Probably
"damn
because
it"?
we're saying they need to audition. As
Also,
well.
it's possible to take Fluff's job if you're better at his job than he, but you're probably not. So fuck you, cause that's
We're
why.
all replaceable. Remember that. We're all replaceable. So if
Including
you're better than
Yes.
us,
Including
Yes,
you.
but some of us are harder to replace than others, and Fluff's one of those. He's pretty good at it.
yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't think anyone would want to replace Crowley if all the shit he has to do.
Yeah, you don't want my fucking job. You don't want both my jobs. All my
Forklift
jobs.
Jobsons.
You don't want it. I wake up at 4 a.m. now to record
Oh
lines
God.
and get shit done for the channel. So I'm up at 4 a.m. Well, sometimes a little later, depending on how tired I am. Like 4:30 at the latest lately.
That's a good question.
What?
That's really. Hey, Louis asks, I have a question. What got you into Aspen Hotel? That's a really good question.
This job. I landed the spot for Alastor before I even watched the pilot.
You just guessed what the voice was.
No,
And you
like,
got it spot on.
like someone. All right, Winter showed me. It's like, I think you'd be good at this, and he showed me it. We were at the kitchen table. Showed me Alastor. I'm like, hand me a grocery bag. Some of you guys have heard this. Put the grocery bag up to my face, and I did the Alastor voice. You know, the one that you hear here. And when you do it through a grocery sack, it sounds like it has the pop filter. So that's what got me into it. Now, coincidentally, there was a person who I'm very close with, had sent me the pilot and all that like an hour before that. I just hadn't got to watch it yet.
Also, if you want to try this out, don't put the plastic bag over your head. Don't suffocate. Don't die. We need you.
Matter.
No. I don't even know how I got into Aspen Hotel, honestly.
It's been such a whirlwind.
I got into it because my brother actually had shown me a couple music videos, and then I had looked up more music videos and found Busy Pop about 5 or 6 years ago. Started following her, started seeing all this stuff for Has Been. Well, before then it wasn't Has Been. It was headcanon stuff. And then she moved it to being its own world. And when she released it, my brother and I actually watched it together.
Hmm. That's cool.
Hmm.
Caden
My
says,
stories.
if someone takes my job, she's unsubscribing.
Oh no.
Like,
Oh,
let's
God,
be
fuck.
honest. Okay, it would probably take 10 people to replace me.
It's true.
And those people all better be Superman.
It better all look like fucking
Because I have... See,
a Viking.
right. Like, I have... Like, there's multiple functions of my job. There's the fun function, which is this. This is fucking fun, but it's still fucking work. And then recording lines is fucking fun.
I enjoy getting to tickle your ears.
And I get to sing, and I get to do all these cool fucking things. Then I do all the unfun stuff. Like
Like
telling
my guess
Jasmine
the
not
other
to play
question.
Minecraft on the streams.
I haven't been
Telling
doing
Bird
that.
to stop shitting on his car.
And telling Bird to stop shitting on my fucking car. It's been 3 times this week. And
I'm
it's been-
sorry.
And it
I had to
freezes.
go.
It freezes when you do it overnight.
It's a popsicle. It's just a suck on it.
Poopsicle.
Poopsicle. Yeah.
Poopsicle.
Dear.
Did you see Mike's question?
Yeah.
If you could choose someone to join the official HH cast, who and why?
Does he
I
choose
pop
choose-
herself?
our cast or from?
I think he said the official HH cast.
Okay, so let's start from the top and work our way down from list.
Okay. So if I had to choose, I'd pick me because I'm cool. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The new Stolas.
I'll be honest with you. If I had to pick, I'd pick Crowley because I'd like to see him play Valentino.
Bro. Huh. You know, that'd be fucking cool.
That would be cool. That'd be awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, that'd be
And
fucking
you
cool.
do enough work to fucking deserve it. I mean,
Agreed there.
I'm only doing more every day. Like, now that
Yeah.
I'm waking up at 4 a.m., I'm like, "Ah!" It's the sound of my coffin as I just keep
It's the sound
much
of my
from the
coffin.
smoke.
You just your computer's in your coffin. You're just opening up the door so you get some fresh air.
So real quick, I want to address a question from Carissa.
Mhm.
She has a friend who's going through a rough time, wanted to ask if anyone has any advice about being ghosted and how to get over someone you had feelings for.
There is going to
Yeah.
be pain. I will say that. There's going to be pain and heartbreak. You're going to feel that for a while.
I
But
got
slowly,
ghosted
when
in a different
you
way.
get back into life, you're slowly going to realize that, like, yeah, that person wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth my time. I need to keep moving forward, so. Just, I would say, like, be there for her, for them, whenever you can in this hard time. And then when they feel better, they'll feel better. Somebody better is going to come into their life.
This is my best advice, right? Life advice with Crowley. Why do I do this? So, believe it or not, I get ghosted all the time.
What?
Because
No.
I'm not, like, super public about my work
Impossible.
channel. No, it's definitely possible, okay?
Yeah.
It's definitely fucking possible. Like, I want you to think for a second. Okay. There is famous people like Adam Levine, who from Maroon 5, who writes songs about being treated wrong. No matter how successful you are, no matter how good looking you are, or whatever, there's always going to be someone who doesn't choose you back. And I remember the day my attitude shifted. And this, I'm going to say what I'm going to say and be like, man, he's a dick, right? I'm an exceptional person. I bring a lot to the table. I do a lot for people. There's nothing I wouldn't do for anyone. You know, there's been multiple cast members on this channel who are having a hard time financially. And I'm like, move in. I'll make sure you get a job. I'll feed you. Get you on your feet. Just move here. Move in. We'll take care of you. I've offered that to a couple of people. You know, I got talent. I'm protective. Got integrity. Things like that. So when a person takes all these things you have to offer, because each and every single one of you have to offer, Carissa, your friend, has something to offer, and they throw that away, they shouldn't be sad. They should be angry. Because how dare they? How dare they mistreat a person with good intentions? Now, ghosting is a coward's move. So the way I deal with ghosting is when I notice it's happening, I'll message them and I'll be like, so we're done here, right? So have a nice life. Right? Like I confront it directly. There was this one chick, I'd check in on her from time to time, just being a friend, and I'd be like, so you don't want me to check in on you anymore, do you? She's like, you probably shouldn't. I'm like, okay, well, good luck killing it and making all your dreams happen. She's like, well, thank you. I'm like, well, of course. But I'm blocking you now. Bye. Like, boom, she was gone. And I developed this tenacity because when you find value in yourself and these other people don't see that value, it shouldn't make you mad. It should make you mad because here's another thing too. We've all, except Crimson, have all been accused of being narcissistic because Crimson's humble as fuck.
Yes.
I get called a narcissist, and I'm full of myself all the time. But again, these people don't know everything I can do. They don't know the struggle that I've been through. They don't know how hard I work. Right? But that's the thing. Not everybody's going to see that. And it shouldn't fucking matter. It shouldn't matter. But the point being is, when a person says that you're a narcissist, or you're full of yourself, or they disagree with your opinion, they're like, oh, you think too highly of yourself. Well, shame on them. You know how hard it is to love yourself?
It's true.
Do you know how
It's
fucking
so
hard
difficult.
it is
It's
to love
so
on you,
difficult.
to love yourself? Shame on them for shitting on you for feeling good about who you are. Shame on them. Me loving me and feeling good and confident in my abilities doesn't mean I'm not excited when Bird does good. It doesn't mean I have to break people down. Because once I feel confident in myself, I no longer have to break anyone down. I can rejoice in people's successes. And sometimes it's my job to break people down. Sometimes that's my job. It sucks. I have to have tough conversations with people, and I am not nice in those conversations because that's my job. But nothing brought me more joy when I talked to Smear about his opportunity to succeed and to hear the genuine excitement and joy in his voice.
Oh.
Nothing could have made me happier than in that moment.
Oh, I'm blushing.
Like, legitimately, when Bird got a big thing that happened with the special guest that's going to be coming on, nothing made me more proud to see him succeed at something he thought he was going to fail at. When I see each and every single one of you succeed, it's like when I watch my own daughter do something she thought she couldn't. Same type of pride. Same type of love. Same type of affection. I am overwhelmed with affection for you guys. But I also have to be a dick sometimes, and it sucks. It sucks because I believe in you guys so fucking much. That's what people don't understand. That's what, if they don't get to know me, and they don't understand, Crowley has two sides. He has his professional business side, which is a fucking murderous savage that will slit your throat and step over your body to get to his success. And then there's the genuine Crowley where he doesn't want to have to be that. But in the world of business, you have to operate that way, otherwise people will walk over you and take advantage of you. And that's a fact. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows there's predators and opportunists out there. And I have to be the bulldog and be a shark and be a savage to protect these guys here, these people on my server, these people on my channel, to protect them from people that would take advantage of them, to protect them from people that would rob them of their opportunities. So I don't have the convenience of always being nice, of always being friendly. I've had people leave the server because they said I was too friendly. They couldn't see me as their boss and be my friend at the same time. And that fucking broke my heart. And when someone leaves the server and leaves the channel, it genuinely breaks my heart. Because it's like I'm losing a friend, because I don't have time to keep up with friends. I don't. What time do I have to have friendship? None. All I do is I work my day job so I can pay my bills, take care of my daughter, and I work here to make dreams happen. Because you guys here, you're my only fucking friends.
Aw.
I mean, I'll fire every single one of you in a heartbeat. Don't get me twisted.
Okay.
But I'll do everything I can before it gets to that point. Because if you're not trying, and it comes across that you're not trying, then that's a different story. But if you're at least half as invested as I am, I'll do everything I can to keep you on the team. Even if everybody wants you gone, I will do everything I can to keep you on the team as long as you show me you're trying. Because it's obvious those who put forth effort and don't. But, like, for instance, it wouldn't instill the greatest amount of confidence if I wasn't that way. If I wasn't willing to fire anybody at any point in time to protect what we're doing. I wouldn't deserve the respect. I wouldn't deserve to have you guys follow me. I would be a shitty fucking boss and friend if I wasn't willing to break all y'all's legs. Because here's the thing, right? I have to be willing to fire Crimson if she hurts Bird. Because then I'm a shitty friend to Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I have to do a business choice doesn't mean I don't care for Crimson.
Nope.
Like, upsetting people is not my favorite part of my job. It's really not. It's really not. But sometimes I have to do things when people do stuff. And that's the worst part of the job. And so when I hear people say, like, well, I can't be your friend and work with you, I'm like, okay, so I'm not friendly enough. I'm too friendly, gotcha. And then another person says, well, I feel like you're not my friend at all, and I can't be here because I wanted that friendship atmosphere. I'm like, so I'm not friendly enough, goddamn. Like, people don't realize I work 80 to 100 hours a week. Come on, give me a break. I'm doing the best I can. So, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to rant. I just had a lot on my mind.
You're fine.
No one to talk to. Actually, I just got out of a therapy session before this because it's the only way I don't murder people.
Do you mind if I say two things to what you were saying?
Yes, please.
One, I have been called a narcissist and told I'm full of myself, so...
Wow.
Impossible! Impossible!
Now that's impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible! Impossible!
Am I a
I don't know what the
narcissist
word in
too?
French for it is.
Yes, Bird.
I don't even know what that means.
Two, yeah, Crowley has threatened to fire me before.
Yeah, I have.
So, and y'all know how much I do for the channel, so...
And I love Crimson, but I will fire her if I have to. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to replace you. It's hard enough to replace low-level people. Replacing upper management's a nightmare.
Especially since I'm the one who designed all of the spreadsheets.
I
They're
know.
on my
Excuse me, design
She'll
the
instantly
spreadsheets?
private them.
Built them.
She'll
Hey, I'm
instantly
the one
private
who
them.
made
Jasmine.
the
You may have
spreadsheets. You're
made the
one who
spreadsheet,
helped
but
with
I
mine.
have helped you
Please,
organize
guys.
that
I
shit
don't want to have to
from
fire
top
one if you
to
don't fight
T.
on stream.
Drama.
We're not fighting. We're
Don't
just
do
bickering.
it. Don't do it.
See,
Just
Mama
cap
and
it
I are just bickering.
I'm fucking...
We're just
I've had
listening.
enough.
I know.
But, like... But yeah, no, I legitimately have... I've threatened to fire every single fucking person on this channel just because I have to. Like, there has to be a precedent. It's like, as I said, I'm an easy boss. I'm easy to work with. I'm not easy. So... Maybe I come down too hard on people. It's the only way I know. Reminds me of... Actually, I am easier on people than my father was on me. So, doing okay.
I cannot imagine Grand Crowley.
Oh my god.
Grand Crowley.
Oh, you don't know how Grand Crowley was. Like, I will say this though.
Big.
I will legitimately say this about my father. He's the greatest man I've ever known. And I'm not saying that because he's my father. I'm saying no one's ever sacrificed more for people. Because my father, with his skill set, he should be retired in the Bahamas, but he's not. He has chosen relationship. His riches has been relationships and building people. And, like, he deserves much better than he has. That's one of the main reasons, like, I always wanted to get famous, right? Like, because if you're famous, then you have money. And then if I have money, then my dad can fucking retire. And I can take care of my parents. Like, that's my secret motivation, right? Like, my parents are in their fucking 60s, man, and they're working full-time jobs.
Damn,
My
well, they're
dad
related
has-
to you, so they have to work hard.
My dad has his master's degree in theology. My mom's a published author and has like a doctorate and 2 master's degrees. And my dad works manual labor installing pools, and my mom fucking teaches. And they got no retirement, no safety net.
Damn.
Taking care of my brothers who have autism. And, like, if me and my brother, who are the only successful people of their children, don't make something happen on their behalf, they're going to work till the day they fucking die, man. Like, the weight that I carry, like, I lose sleep over how am I going to make it work for everyone. That's what people aren't seeing. Like, I work so fucking hard because if I don't do it, no one else will. If I don't, because, like, my brother would love to as well, but he's got a fuck ton of responsibilities too. And, like, I know he worries about it too. And it's just like, if I don't do it, who's going to fucking do it? Because what if my brother fails? Then it's just on me.
We have a couple of questions in the chat as well as a has been news.
Oh.
One of the questions is, can we do a face reveal?
Oh,
Hmm?
I was gonna say it's on our OnlyFans. If you want to go there, that's where it is.
No, face reveals are only paid for. You have to pay to get a face reveal. And that's only if we are okay with it.
Now,
Then
if
we
you...
have.
Oh, go ahead, my bad.
No, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if they really want my face, I have a YouTube channel, but I mean...
Yeah, his fucking face is plastered on the YouTube channel.
People
Yeah,
paid for it that one time. That was so funny.
Last time I revealed my face, it cost the crowd $250. And, like, everyone in the fucking chat's like, worth it!
To see a god in human form.
Yeah.
I don't know about God. I mean, I'm the
Well,
devil.
they paid for my face too, and I have a YouTube channel, and they paid anyway. I was like, okay. There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
fucking... I might do another face reveal. I don't know. My phone's at 2%, so I can't, like... Because I was gonna, like, post it on Instagram. to
No,
check
I
if
don't
it
have an
was-
OnlyFans, Jade.
You
Yeah,
should.
We also have a
No,
has been news.
that's where I will say no.
Read the has been news. I'll be right back.
The BBC News, is that the one you're talking
Has
about?
been. Or do you want me
Has-
to read it?
It says has been BBC News.
No, there's one by Jade.
Oh, there is? Okay, let me look.
There's
This one,
two?
okay. This is Has Been News. This is Therapy Tuesdays with Crowley as we see more of his softy side. How could such a perfect person be a scary monster and a father figure at the same time? I'm in tears right now. You know, I really should have said this while he was here. What's the other one say? They fixed their grammar. Let's see. And then this one's also about Crowley. Yeah, well, what's the point of me reading him? He's not here.
But yeah. If y'all are wanting face reveals, just be aware that one, if you join our Patreon and go on the Discord, there's a chance of a face reveal. Two,
And
Mhm.
I was gonna say, and Bird's outfit reveal, his Christmas outfit.
that too.
Oh, of
Uh,
course.
Two, doing it through the Patreon, at least Patreon is only $1 to $50 depending what tier you go on. If you do it through the stream, that's anywhere from $100 to $300 depending on whose face you're given.
Ooh. Should we go over the other questions that we missed earlier?
Sure. What
Like,
were
would you rather? Because oh man, someone was spamming this one. Would you rather meet the cast of a Hell of a Boss or Hazbin Hotel? Was that the question? Bird, I know you saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that they kept spamming and I told them that we're not blind, we see it, but Crowley's talking.
Yeah.
I think it's I'd pick Hell of a Boss. I mean, that's a kind of an easy one because I mean, fuck, you have the fucking voice for Invader Zim. I mean, does this include the ones from today's from the new
Yeah.
episode too? Like we get the
Yeah,
fucking
definitely.
we get to meet V. We get to meet the guy from fucking Broadway. Two guys from Broadway. I mean, hell, because Robo Fizz is also from Broadway. And then I mean, obviously Stolen. I mean, come on now.
Man, if only you could meet him one day, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be nuts, man.
I would choose Hazbin. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I was just gonna address the comment. We don't have the Patreon link in the description. So the Patreon will be up soon. We can't say how soon, but we'll let you know as soon as it's up and going. We've been working on it for a few months, and we will be putting the links in the descriptions once it's up.
Let me just say that about it. Look out for a long video about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Long fucking.
When a video comes out that's like 10 minutes long, there's your hint. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Also, would Jasmine's face reveal be like the cheapest? Because like you already
Yeah.
kind of see it.
I always put on my webcam.
Hers is
I'm a cheap motherfucker.
$10.
I mean, I'm down with $10.
Mine's $1. No, I'm kidding.
This is a subscription to his YouTube channel.
Yeah, buddy. Everyone who signs up for the Patreon gets free subscription to my YouTube channel.
A free subscription to this YouTube channel too.
It's true.
Also, real quick, I would say I choose Hazbin Hotel just to meet Stamper. I just want to meet Stamper. That'd be cool as shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I would meet the Hell of a Boss, not the Hell of a Boss crew, IMP, because it has my favorite childhood voice actor.
Okay.
Ooh.
Invader Zim, bro.
Oh, okay.
Thank
well,
you, sir.
For me, I think what I'd do is I'd actually. Oh, that's difficult. I'd be happy with either because honestly, they're both awesome. And the more story I'm seeing with Hell of a Boss, the more I'm liking it. But at the same time, has been.
I'm gonna say this: Ed Bosco can be a
Oh,
tool.
okay.
Like historically speaking, like there's so much like just stories of him not being the nicest person. So I don't know if I ever want to meet Ed, because I would meet Ed and he would probably have like heard my voice at some point doing Alastor. He's like, "Your Alastor's trash." I'm like, "Oh, my heart."
I mean, I'd still like to meet Ed. If I could meet Vizzy Pop or Ashley Nichols or Michael Kovic, I would be over the moon. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't be over the moon if I met any of the Hell of a Boss.
Any female born after 9.
Guys,
Also, going back.
I'm getting auditions on the email, right? And I applaud you guys a lot. Like, I want to, if you're auditioning, you don't get the part, don't think you can't get a part in the future. It just means you're not there yet. Like, there's some people that I'm adding underneath the guise of the fact that there's a lot of fucking potential there, right? There's some of the auditions that we got in that were so far off from the originals to where it's like you can't use it. And that comes down to a lack of experience, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think voice acting is just accents. It starts with accents, sure. But like, for instance,
Valentino.
if you ever watch, like, Bird see me voice act.
Oh God.
Gary.
Oh God.
If you ever see me do my lines and get into character, my entire posture changes, my face changes, everything changes. I become a living version of that character. I actually act much similar to Andy Serkis, because voice acting is acting. It's acting first and foremost. So, like, for instance, probably the most unnerving thing you're ever going to see me do.
No. No.
No.
Stay away.
Please,
Stay away.
And then the voice for Velvet that I do without the mod is
funny.
so weird, man. But
So weird.
it takes, like, we got some Vox auditions in, right? And RoboFizz auditions that relied very heavily on voice mod, right? This is a question a lot of people have. We've gotten questions about voice acting quite a bit. Voice mod is nothing but a tool, right? So,
Valentino.
what people don't realize is the voice mod for Valentino without voice acting. This is what it sounds like. My voice comes through perfectly. Right? There's no...
The real chick, the real thing that I'm doing with my voice is actually me.
Like, the voice mod just adds some reverb. A little bit of ability will carry it a lot. And it's hella fun to play with. I remember when Mike got voice mod for the first time. Could not get him to fucking stop. Okay.
He wouldn't stop.
And I was the same way. I called everyone. I was like, hey, look what I can do. But it's a tool. Everything that we have as a tool is to accentuate our craft, not replace it. Nothing you're ever going to do with voice mod is going to replace actual acting ability. So we have to push our abilities. And there was one individual who I saw promise in that I said, hey, send me another audition with less of voice mod filter. You know, like, for instance, Fizzaroli, you know, like,
Oh, hello there, Implings.
you know, slap a voice mod on it, like,
Oh, hello there, Implings.
you know, the acting is still there.
You gotta have the acting ability, otherwise it's not gonna translate correctly.
If you don't put the ability in, it's useless. And when me and Crimson, like, Bird's guilty of this for fucking real, Smear's guilty of it, fucking majority of us are guilty of it at one point or another, of relying way too heavily on a voice mod to make the character.
Oh, you mean like for Alastor?
Yes, for instance, Alastor. Alastor's a voice, of course, that we know. Of course, he has the pop filter on, and it sounds like he's speaking through the radio show. But what people don't understand is without actually having the tonality and the tone and having, well, tonality and tone, after all, the same thing, but also the pacing and the cadence of the voice and the inflections and all the different movements, it's not Alastor.
Actually, I don't think I've ever used voice mod. I'm kind of scared to use it. I don't know how to use it.
I could teach you. It's not an issue.
Aw.
I'm using it right now, and you don't even know.
Oh shit! It's the bird voice mod.
Yeah, there's a Crowley voice mod that I use, so it can sound sexy, intimidating, you know, because the voice mod is called I just modify my vocal cords. It's an organic voice mod. It's called Years of Practice.
100% all natural voice mod. No
Yeah.
GMOs.
Oh, that's a question I don't really want to ask out loud, but you can read it.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a question.
So this is what you do. You just say, let's go through the chords. So just go through the courts. The legal system's there. If he's not deemed fit, then we won't have access. If he's deemed to be able to be fit, then he'll have supervised visitation. You can push for that. Simple. And he'll be evaluated. But in this country, if that's actually his kid, he has a constitutional right to his children. It's a legal right. So if you say, let's go through the courts, then that minimizes your interaction with the individual. Because if he's aggressive and abusive, ignoring might make it worse. So just go through the courts. That's my advice. I've given that advice many times, by the way.
Crowley.
Oh, on the tail end of that real quick, Crimson. You can also push for him to not have rights or visitation. So get yourself an attorney. If you want to restrict that, then you can push for that. So, yes, Crim.
So someone just sent me a picture. They found our Patreon already.
Really?
Y'all are dedicated. Shit.
Show it to me.
Give me a moment. Let me screenshot it or download it and then send it to you.
How do they know? How do they know?
I thought it was a launch jet. Something I
I
know.
thought it wasn't either.
Well, okay. So
Winter?
I yeah.
Damn it.
Fucking winner. Dude, he's always on the move, and I'm like, I'm the boss. Don't get me wrong. I'm full partner on the channel. It's just how.
Can I see it?
All right. Person who found the Patreon, link it to Crimson so I can get the link. So I can have the link to my own goddamn Patreon, please. I don't even have the login for it yet.
Is that it?
Yeah, it would seem to be, yeah.
Because I can access it. I sure as hell don't have a login.
Yep, that's us. It's not finished yet, though. There's more stuff to be slapped on it. It's under construction still.
So please don't.
We have 17 patrons already.
How?
Oh dear.
Really? What? Hold on.
Already?
Not even fully going.
Wait, what?
Y'all
Okay,
are
send me
crazy.
the link.
Okay, so it's complicated. I'll explain it to you guys later. I'll explain it to you later. I know exactly what's happened and how it's all happened. I don't like telling anyone anything. It's business.
Is it your fault?
No, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Okay.
It's never my fault. I'm the boss, okay? It's someone else's fault.
Oh.
Crowley
Oh,
never
okay.
makes mistakes.
No,
How could you
Oh,
forget
oh,
that?
sure.
No,
Okay.
actually,
uh-huh.
everything that happens is my fucking fault. Like, for instance, like, Overlord isn't priced correctly yet.
God damn it, Crowley.
Yeah, Crowley, if you want to send me all the information that you wanted updated, just send it to me and I'll update it.
Yeah, I know.
Crowley, I just pinned.
It looks so good,
If you
though.
go into the meeting tab in the Discord, I pinned the stuff.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so the Patreon, alright, for you guys that if you're diligent enough, you'll fucking find it. Sign up, do whatever. If we get a Crowley tier member this week, we'll start everything this week, like immediately. Okay, watch party. Woo, watch party.
Watch party.
Throw you in the Discord, so on and so forth. We're just not full. I needed like 3 more days. God damn it! It's 74 hours is all 72. I just need 72 hours. I just need to put in 60 more hours of work before I'm ready to launch this thing. Is that too much to ask?
Apparently so. Yeah.
Because I could easily put in 60 hours in 3 days. Because I average 4 to 6 hours of sleep a night. Sleep faster.
Hey, do we have a
I remember
moderator
that.
for the chat today?
Give me a sec.
Okay.
Finally time out.
There you go. Thank you.
I mean, it looks fucking good though. The header where it says weekly streams, that's not been proper since I came on board. I came on board and we went from 1 stream a week to a stream every day.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a quick change of pace.
We hit the ground running. Like, people were like, who is this Crowley? Why is he here? And then like 3 days later, they're like, oh, that's why he's here.
Yes, Daddy Crowley.
Yeah.
Because he can fucking perform every fucking day without fail.
Thank you, Pierce.
Huh?
Unless he loses a tire.
Yeah.
Hold on, Pierce just donated $5 to the GoFundMe.
Aw.
Okay, I'm gonna get the notification soon then. It's a delayed. Yeah, I see it. He donated $5. Thank you. I got the email.
You know, supporting the Patreon's almost like buying stonks. I'm just saying.
It's the new Dogecoin, everybody.
Yes. it's the-
Dogecoin!
Wait. It'd be. Fuck. Hold on.
It'd be fuck.
You know what I have to do to actually?
There you
like-
go. That's the percentage.
There we
Oh,
go.
That's a nice thing I wasn't told about.
Mm.
The
So-
Overlord tier. I understand now why it's more than what it was. Because you get to submit your character to be drawn, and you get a print of your choice after 3 months. That's merch.
Damn.
So I just clicked that link that was sent to me. It looks like y'all privated the thing.
Yeah, I did that for our protection for the moment.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we just had to make it private because we're working on it.
And
Yeah, so
plus, the M tier doesn't have the Discord benefits, so I still need access to make sure that's enabled, so people can actually join the Discord at M tier.
Oh god.
Right.
So we're not scamming you all. See, we care, guys. We care.
Yeah, we're just not
Yeah.
prepared because, like, we have to link the Patreon with the Discord.
So, give us a couple more. Give us at least 3 more days. Hopefully.
I'm okay with that.
Like,
Ooh,
we
it's-
just got our emotes today and we have to compress them in order for them to be the right size. Like, can you do that, Jazz? Can you compress the emotes?
Oh, I could definitely do that.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, so what's the group name for our Discord? You can't find us. That's because we're a private Discord. You can only get in through the Patreon, or if Crowley, myself, Jasmine, or Winter personally invite you.
Right, but typically only through invite by me or Winter. Because you have to go through me to get into my server. Because what will happen is they'll be like, well, you gotta talk to Crowley.
Yep.
And then I'll talk at you and threaten to break your legs.
Oh, he will.
He clipped my wings already.
But yeah, so for those of you who were looking for it or looking at it,
there's going to be a tentative thing, right? That I want to put on the emp tier in the description, that access to the Discord community is dependent upon proper conduct of TOS and server rules. Because if you violate the rules, we'll still ban you, regardless if you pay us $1 or not.
So, someone asked if
Like,
this
for
is the
instance,
server.
like, no sending dick pics in my fucking server, please.
Yeah,
Please.
just DM them. Just DM them.
Like,
Better enough sent to me
if
in the past.
if you're-
No.
If you're DMing people from the server and sending dick
Don't.
pics,
Don't
I'm gonna
actually.
fucking break your fucking legs. Like, don't ruin
Okay.
this. We can remove it. We'll just remove it from the Patreon and then go back to private. Don't ruin it for everyone.
we'll ban you quicker than you can blink.
Jade is saying they send a meme to your email. His Reddit is fucking up right now. And if you could please react to it, Crowley.
What? There's a thing on the Reddit?
No, they send it to your email because Reddit's messing up.
Oh. I have so much in my email right now, though. So much.
All those auditions.
All those auditions.
They just keep coming in. Like, you guys don't get it. These auditions are... It's insane how many are coming in and how quickly.
Oh, bro, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
Oh, no.
I agree wholeheartedly with this meme. There's nothing I agree more in the world with than this meme. Okay?
Oh, dear.
This meme is life and love. Alright? Open link in new tab, so we're not showing everything to everybody. Is that gonna be the... Boom, we can do it that way. So, I gotta switch the screens. Share my screen. Change windows. Photos. Go live. There we go. Da, 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 da.
Fox Code Closet Call, Finboy Hooters Club,
Dolphin.
Dolphin Call. Call of Crowley!
Oh my god.
Hey, we're all in the tank. We're all in the tank.
Wait,
I'm
hold
little-
on. Is my cult pointing a gun at the other cults?
Yes.
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 You're sniping them.
And my cult's about to break through the fucking wall.
Your cult is basically trying to snipe the other 3.
Yeah. Oh my god. What the
My cult don't give a fuck. My cult's like
I
a
don't
bunch
know
of
if
honey
it's-
badgers in a tank. They don't need the
Like how-
tank, but they have a tank.
Apparently mine's at the very front.
Well, yeah, you would never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Who says my fans won't?
You.
Yes, I tell them not to. Doesn't mean it stops them.
That is fair. That is very fair. And I like how all of them are cults except for Fanboy Hooters, which is a club. Of course, that one has to be the
Right.
club.
That's right. It's a club. That's right.
Okay, so Femboy Hooters. Okay, so this is what's happening. Femboy Hooters is pointing a gun at Closet Colt. Closet Colt's pointing a gun at Fox Colt. Then I'm here. Dolphin Colt is pointing a gun or a sniper rifle at all three of you fucks. And then at the very bottom, we have a tank. Colt of Crowley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very fair.
sounds about
Okay,
right.
then.
To be honest.
Wait, who made this meme?
Jadesel.
God damn it, Cheat Soul.
Jason, you hit the hammer on the
Of course he
head.
would. Of course he would.
I took a good picture at work today of my beard.
Just of your beard.
Well,
Is
for
it shaped
me,
like a tank?
It is.
Oh.
It's like the same shape.
Crowley is just a tank. He's just been showing us his human form.
He's a transformer.
I won't. I'm not gonna lie, right? Like, on Facebook, my gender identity is a Soviet-made T-42 tank.
Really?
Because it's true.
Well, my mama, when I was
That's
growing up, said
beautiful.
I could be anything I wanted. So I chose
Yeah.
to be a tank.
Someone in the chat says if it were simps, then Crimson's would be the tank.
Honestly,
I don't know about that.
Crowley's got a lot of Sims.
True. Very true.
I got simps and a half.
I'm just reading the comments.
The comments are wrong. You should feel bad.
You be nice to Crimson, I'll break your legs.
I was saying the comments are bad.
Okay.
I would
Here-
never be mean to Crimson. I can't.
This is an interesting idea. Everybody pick a faction. Whose cult or
Femboy.
club are you in? You can
Femboy.
only choose one.
Fanboy Hooters. We meet in room 201 after school. Extracurricular
yeah.
activity credit.
Oh yeah.
Goes to club.
That's right. That's right. We read poetry.
Yeah.
If I'm in the cult of Crowley, can I drive the tank?
Yes.
I'm in the cult of Crowley then.
Yes.
Nobody's in the Fox cult.
So essentially, your cult's inside the tank.
Wait a second. Nah, that.
No, go ahead.
Damn. I wanna do the fucking gun then. Oh
You can
shit.
You can run the
I'm
gun.
either the.
Yo, I want to run the gun.
You get to run the
I
gun.
mean, come on, guys. We're all in his server. We should technically be his fans to an extent.
Yeah, honestly though,
Oh,
yeah.
stop
I mean, I watched Girls on Panzer, which is basically just a bunch of anime girls and fucking tanks. I'm running
Oh,
the
you
damn
weeb.
gun.
Oh, you weeb.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to handle the sniper rifle, but oh no, Jake Kitsune says Fox Cult equals Cult of Crowley. Looks like our cults are being combined, Crowley. No. Crowley
No, they're
Fox-
saying they're equal to one another, and that's not true. Oh,
No,
Crowley
they're-
Fox Cult. Oh, I see.
Less
it now.
than and or equal to.
Yeah, there you go. Less than and or equal to.
Foxley Colt? God damn it, Smear.
I put in the space on
No.
accident. I forgot how hashtags work.
Foxley, huh?
Okay. Oh dear.
Foxley.
Please
I always thought
no.
Crimley. Crimley would be the combination.
No, no, no.
I like Crimley. It's a cute name.
Yo. I Crimley Bird.
If I ever have a son, I'm naming him Crimley.
Primly
Nice.
Colt.
I'm naming my son Clark because my middle name's Kent.
No, I do not approve of the Crimley.
I know you've
cannot
said this in the
approve.
past, but why not?
That's why you're not a part of Fox cult, because they do whatever
No.
you don't want.
Femboy
We are
Hooters,
not doing a Doge Cult.
Femboy
No.
You
Hooters
can't crush the
shoots
Finboy
the
Hooters Club
guns.
if we're in the
He
cult.
Shoots the gun. They shoot the gun. They bring all the
We're in the
Finboys.
gun. Jade, come on, listen. Don't
Okay,
comment
hold on.
without listening.
You know what? Screw it. I'm joining the Femboy Hooters Club.
Hell yeah, you are.
It's
Let's
cult.
go.
It's
Hell
not a
yeah.
cult, so I'm joining it.
Yeah.
Welcome to our club.
we have
Welcome
tea.
To the
We have
club.
I'm not gonna be happy
Welcome,
with
Crimson.
that.
We
Welcome,
have tea and
Crimson. Welcome,
cupcakes.
Crimson.
We have tea and cupcakes.
Dude, if you do that, then that means the Fox Cult has to follow you into the Hooters Club.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
so
all right, Mike.
Fox- okay, so Fox Cult.
She said fuck. She said fuck.
So I'm working
That
on
is-
editing my most recent selfie. I take one a week so I can keep appearances.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all
I'm
see
ignoring.
that comment?
I'm ignoring it. Let's keep going.
I'm
I'm surprised the bot didn't attack him. They're in fucking all caps.
But yeah, Femboys Hooters for the Hooters Club for the win. Because it's a club.
Hey, Bert, you want to see a picture of me on my break at work?
Sure.
Speaking of which, Carissa Dion just donated $5 of her Canadian money. The war of the four Colts in one club.
Huh. I mean, I wonder who's gonna win.
What happens in the closet cult? Actually, you know.
All
what?
right, Smear. I see your.
My
Now
milkshake
we're
brings
just
it
talking about the Colts at this point. This is
to the
My
yard.
milkshakes
She's
bring
like,
Kevin
"It's
Fox
my
to the
cult."
yard.
Yeah.
Crimley and Crowley Wednesdays at 8 on Fox.
Did you send it yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on it.
He's
Gotta
working.
do the screen capture thingy that you taught me.
You say he says doing it at his job, and he's actually taking a picture right now.
Yeah, taking it right now. Because, you know, it's a whole thing.
I don't know where my cult stands in this war.
Dolphin cult's neutral. It's like Switzerland.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
actually, considering she was part of the Fox cult, doesn't that mean
I was banished.
Dolph-
I was banished. That's why I have my own cult now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she was banned.
I was
There you go,
banished
bird.
because I murdered Crimson Among Us. That was the reason.
They're saying there should be a cult of there should be the Fluster
Oh!
Ashley cult.
Oh,
Isn't there already one?
oh God! It's too early to send me things I can masturbate to, man. Stop!
Wait, what?
Stop it! Stop it!
It's never too early to start masturbating.
I look pretty good, don't I?
Guys,
You look
guys,
badass, yeah.
okay, guys, we have a question.
What?
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 What's our favorite male has-been hotel characters?
Male? Stallions.
Has
Oh,
been
you said
hotel.
has been hotel? Fuck. Honestly, I want to see more of Tom. I want to know more about him.
All right,
I like
Smear.
Tom.
I shared the picture in the pictures thread on the channel.
Oh God, my boner's not ready for this.
Actually,
Oh,
in
God.
all honesty, I actually have a painting of Angel Dust, so I have to say Angel Dust.
Oh my God.
If I had to choose, I'd probably be either Alastor or Arachnus.
My favorite character is Crowley. Just look at that face.
I'm gonna go for Angel Dust because he's funny.
I'm putting this on the wall.
Are you?
There
looked
are
really-
like no working printers. So, like I
beard-
can't find any working
My
printers.
beard looked really good today.
It does.
I can
It
tell.
looks fascinating.
Looks fabulous. And if you guys donate to the Patreon, join the Discord, you can see it. I mean, maybe you can see it, huh?
You look like Aaron Goodwin from Ghost Adventures.
Here, I'm going to show Bird an extremely personal photo. All right.
The alpaca. No.
Oh, I'm gonna kill
Some
you.
spread eagle.
I'm going to fucking kill you, bird.
Masturbation
I don't know.
nation.
How
Crowley
dare
heard
you
my comment on
fucking
that.
mention alpacas around me. You bastard.
We have another question. This one's from Betsy. A question for Crowley. Who is your waifu?
She asked me that in DMs. And my waifu, goddamn. Honestly, what qualifies a waifu?
No.
Burger cult. Where the hell did you come
All right,
from?
we got a $2 legit from legit Jess Dryroll. He just says a burger cult. God damn it, dude. Fucking
I'm sorry
burger
about
cult.
I'm sorry about him.
Oh wait, yeah, that's
Oh,
your
what's this?
friend, huh? God damn it, dude.
He's a work
Alright, let's see.
associate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fucking-
Yo, is that who I think it is?
It is exactly who you think it is.
Aw.
Oh, dear.
Valentino in chat says I
That's
can be your
adorable.
wife.
We were
Now,
watching,
for
we were watching the,
reasons, this one will not go on the wall because that would be weird.
we were watching the McGregor fight.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, she told me she wants to become a UFC fighter.
Ah. So I
Better start
see.
training.
Ah. Well, if you're the father, then wow, she's definitely gonna win. I mean,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, Bird? Okay, I want you to imagine real quick. You meet this beautiful woman, right,
Uh-huh.
at college. You've been watching hentai and anime with her. And she's
hell
like-
yeah, man!
and-
Hentai and anime. Yo.
Yeah, like the girls
Yeah.
in your dorm, right? And she's
Uh
like,
huh.
it gets a little serious. It's like, I want you to meet my father,
And it's you,
and it's me.
dude.
Can you,
Dude, you'd be my dude. Yeah,
Well-
dude. You'd be like my
no, but imagine if you didn't
father-in-law.
know me.
Hell yeah.
Imagine if you didn't know me,
Oh.
though.
Oh fuck.
And you
Oh
walk
shit.
through the
Yeah, I'd be
door.
scared as fuck. Yeah.
And as soon as you walk through the door, an arrow sticks in a target right next to the door. And it's a picture of your face.
Yo.
Why?
And I'm gonna be like, so what time are you having my daughter home tonight?
Right now, and then you just leave.
Yeah, right now. Goodbye. I was in that good taking her anywhere. I was just visiting.
It's dads like that that keep us girls from getting boyfriends or girlfriends.
Well, she already knows she's not allowed to have a boyfriend until after college.
After college. That's
You can have a
that's
girlfriend
actually pretty
before.
smart.
Because how else is she gonna have a real career?
Oh, she could have a girlfriend before. You said
You know
boyfriend.
what?
Yeah, he's a boyfriend.
She's
Loophole,
not
loophole.
allowed to have a boyfriend. I want her to become a lesbian so bad. You don't even know. It freaks me out. It freaks me out. Me and my best friend from high school were talking about this, and we're seriously going to try to like hook them up when they're both old enough.
Oh dear.
Make your daughter watch Sissy Hypnosis videos.
You don't
Ew.
even know, bro. It freaks me the fuck out that she could.
She's gonna grow up watching the L Word.
Men are horrible.
Her favorite anime is gonna be Boku no Pico.
That's a good choice.
Gee, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I know Mike
Right
likes
now.
it. Come on, Mike. You have to agree with me. That shit's lit.
Jay, do you have another hentai suggestion for me? What is it?
Okay, so.
Last time it was just weird.
Wait, so does Crowley have a waifu?
How does one define a waifu?
Aww.
I have a
What's your
a
favorite?
daughter
No, that's not your waifu.
who's my world.
The waifu. What's your favorite female character from the show? Or from
Cro-
any show, I guess.
Okay.
Human Luna.
Human Luna's
No,
boss.
he wants the real. He wants the real Luna.
Back off.
Okay, if I had to
I'm
pick
saying,
one waifu from anything, or just Vivziverse?
Anything. I feel like you're gonna say Potato Girl.
No, she has the same name as my ex-wife, bro.
Fuck. Mikasa?
No.
Dio.
Yes.
Dio.
Dio
Yes.
Brando is my waifu.
Ah,
Yeah.
but what about Speedwagon? Come on.
Speedwagon is also my waifu.
Speedwagon.
The entire cast of JoJo Bizarre's Adventure is my waifu. Stroheim! Behold! The miracle of German engineering!
Which translates to You utter fool!
So, honestly, there's an anime called Dorohedoro.
Okay.
You have Noi, which she's pretty fucking cool. But then you also have like what's her the main female protagonist in that? She's pretty. Oh, Urza Scarlet.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
Urza Scarlet. You know, like she's pretty boss.
She is. She's badass.
Trying to think, but I don't know. I'd have to pick one above all else, and that's not fair to all my waifus.
That's true.
He has a list of like 30.
30 waifus, just a mountain of
You
body
don't?
pillows.
At least, yeah.
Just a mountain of body pillows.
Oh God.
No.
Put him inside of a bouncy house.
I'm trying to
The
think.
crusty house.
Do we judge it on the 34 searches or?
I'm gonna say keep it canon, keep it canonical.
Okay.
Because you can manifest anything
No, but, like,
in
how
Rule
often you
34.
How often you 34 something? You know.
Oh, I guess so. I mean, that was
Oh,
the case, I'm not
there's
gonna
this
say what mine
one
would be.
that I was thinking of. I'm misplacing it though.
Show.
Jojo.
Jojo.
Cho. Why does that name sound familiar?
Cho.
Girl.
I know a guy named Cho.
Trying to think of all the shows I watched. Hesty is pretty fucking cool too, though.
Damn. Noise fucking.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Noi.
Damn.
Yeah. The also
Noise.
the main character from that, the blonde,
Ibisu?
yeah, Ibusa. Yeah, the blonde. She's a fucking martial artist. She cooks.
Oh, you know what? I don't think it's Ibisu. That looks like a dude.
No, that's
And it's wearing a it's wearing a shark
it's
suit.
Nikaido.
Nikaido.
Nikaido. She owns the Hungry Bug restaurant, and she's fucking
Ooh.
yeah. She's so cool, bro. And she's like fit, and she fights, and she's funny. She's really powerful. You know, like
Damn.
ooh, coolness. I like the combat chicks, you know, like she's cool. But my number one waifu
You must
of all
like
time is Lagatha
what's
from
her
Vikings.
name? I thought you were gonna say what's her name? Oh, what's her name? Oh, hold on, I'm looking it up. There it is. Okay. I thought you were gonna say Oliver Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh, she's so awesome.
Hell
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Oh. Ooh.
Ooh,
So-
ooh.
Real quick, I'm saying this due to a question from Crimson Crusader. Will there be a season
Yeah.
for Has-Been Hotel? We are not the actual Vizzy Pop cast. We are fan dubbers and fan creators. That's
Yeah.
why our thing is called FanWorks.
Oh,
We're all fans.
Also,
It even says it on the thumbnail.
there's a question, right? Who was my favorite male character in Has-Been?
It would have to be Valentino, of course.
Of course.
Wait, Bert, who's your waifu? You were teasing this earlier. Who were you gonna say? Bird.
You're gonna have to, if you want to ask me of all people of my waifu, you're gonna have to donate for that shit. Come
Oliver
on now,
Armstrong, though. You know what? Yeah, it's Oliver Armstrong,
Jeez.
the Ice Queen.
right?
100%.
Okay.
She's strong. She's beautiful. She's motivated. Ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
Blonde. No, it's literally the strength. I like strength. I like strength. I like strength of spirit, strength of self. You know, that's just is what it is, you know?
Yeah. Strong.
Strong.
I mean, if they ain't at least as strong as you, then what the fuck they doing? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
If
there was this
they
one
can't kill something with their bare hands, I mean, what's the point?
you know, there was TikTok of this girl doing push-ups with weights. She said, I don't want to be as strong as bear. I want to be strong as a woman that wrestles bear in forest in middle of winter.
New
Yeah.
meme on the Reddit. Okay.
No
Oh,
memes.
dear.
Memes, you say. I like memes.
But yeah, if you want to ask me for my wife, you're gonna have to pay up. 'Cause I'm not
Somebody
describing
donate.
it other.
I'm too poor after donating
mean-
all of my money to Crimson's laptop fund, which you should all donate to right now if you haven't already. All of you donate.
If you haven't donated
happened?
to the Crimson Fund yet, you're dead to me.
Dakota, that's funny. The look.
So how much would we have to donate to see your waifu? Come on, give us a number.
What's masturbation nation?
We know what it is.
Avoiding the question.
You're the president of Masturbation Nation, sir.
Cool. I thought that was you. Why is it me?
It's definitely not. Well, I mean, I guess I am the president because I tell everyone to jerk off every night.
Yeah, exactly. I only do it because you tell me to, sir.
Bird, you're like the jester.
I'm like the jester.
Yeah, of the Masturbation Nation.
I'm the
Can we
mascot.
please change the subject?
Oh yeah, I forgot you were here.
I'm the mascot.
Oh, there's Crimson. Do me a favor and do not look at the Reddit for a little while.
I don't really look at the Reddit anyway.
Okay,
so...
just don't. Jasmine, there's stuff on there for you. Made by Burr. Burr, what did you do? I just saw who posted it.
You found it, yes.
Oh no! Why am I?
There's the
scared?
dolphin. The dolphin's going at it. I don't know what it's doing.
So I'm not gonna lie. Someone's like, "What's next, Cthulhu?" I think Cthulhu should be the mascot for Cult of Crowley.
Oh dear.
I thought it'd be a honey badger.
I mean, I'm a honey badger, but I serve Cthulhu.
Ah, shit.
Well, I'll be damned.
So,
definitely see-
everybody
oh.
in the chat, clarify which banner you fly. Are you part of the Cult of Crowley? Do you serve the dolphin god? Jasmine, are you after the love and affection of Mama Crimson? Are you in the Femboy Hooters Club? Let your voices be known.
Are you wanting me to make a tally or something of this?
It'd be funny.
Their official
No.
Discord roles.
No. We're not making them official Discord roles. No.
That'd be great.
They could each have their own
No.
like voice channel that only like the people in that role can access.
Oh, there's one for Crowley.
Don't tell me.
Oh!
Oh. I'm inclined to Crowley, but Hooters sounds fun too.
It's Femboy.
Of course,
Hooters.
Doge Knight. Of course, Doge Knight. Of course, you'd say I serve the Doge and only the Doge.
You traitor. Lone Wanderer is in the Fox cult.
I love multiple cults. That's a good answer.
He's a polycultist.
Polycultist. Cult Crowley. Of course, it's Cadence.
Let's see here. Cult of Crowley, boys.
Yo, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Smear. You see, like,
Milkies.
Carissa can't decide. I felt wounded.
Making milkshake like Highway 57. I'm gonna take you straight up into heaven.
And here I thought it was something special. Chris at the end. I've only been pronouncing your last name wrong this entire time. On purpose, because you said you kinda liked it. Because I'm capable of doing otherwise.
Thanks for saying I'm a waifu, Dana.
Oh, Cherry Bomb. Oh.
Crimson, do you want to be a waifu? Do you really
No,
wanna-
they said Cherry Bomb. They said Cherry
said
Bomb is
Cherry
waifu.
Bomb.
Oh, they said you. Okay.
So,
Well, she was doing the voice, I think.
so
Yeah.
remember, guys,
Oh, sorry,
No,
I'm
I
tear
have
off my
a
asshole.
Valentine selected already.
Oh dear.
For who?
Myself. Someone's going to be my Valentine. Someone
who
who
it
can
could
hear
be.
the sound of my voice.
Yeah, when you said it was one of us in the fucking server, we were talking about that last night. We were like, which one of us could it be?
I find it funny because they went through all the girls, and when they got to me, they're just like, "Well, Crimson is Crimson,
So
she
no.
won't be with Crowley."
Well, I mean, why would she? I'm the devil.
Yeah. It's true.
Now, for the record, it's going to be Crowley's Valentine. For the record.
Can we get a hint? Is it a guy or a girl? Or both?
And is that title a punishment?
No, it's
Or
not a
neither?
punishment. It better not be a
Neither.
punishment. I'm lonely.
Aww. Everybody send flowers to Crowley's address. Crowley, send your address in the
Well,
the chat, please.
No.
You know, Crowley.
Send your-
You can never be lonely at farmersonly.com.
FarmersOnly.com. You know, it was originally going to be Grizz, but, you know.
Oh, Mike
Aw.
says if Crimson were a waifu, she'd be the sweetest waifu and deserves only the best, most caring husbando.
Aw, thank you.
In my DMs. Thank you, Mike.
So Lone Wanderer says, "I think I have a rough idea who Crowley's Valentine is gonna be. Now I'm curious. Who is it gonna be?"
It's his daughter.
Dio.
They're gonna have a
Dio
tea
Grande.
party.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe have a tea party. No, actually, we're probably going to shoot pool. She's pretty good. She beat my sister-in-law in a game of pool.
why would you want to shoot pool? What did they do to you? No, I'm kidding.
They got me wet.
Oh, hold on. Why in the Alastor, the radio demon? Really? I don't know if that's towards me or someone else.
What?
Just what they said.
Pretend it's
I don't
not.
know what.
Pretend it's not you.
Okay.
Pretend it's themselves.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So you're taking advantage of them right now. See how easy it is?
Okay,
They're definitely
Dakota.
talking
Your
about
address
themselves.
is P.O. Box 666 Edenborger Avenue.
So actually, we've been asked by fans in the past if they could send us stuff, like snacks and things for us to enjoy and react to. So we will be setting up a P.O. box for the channel. So if you want to send us stuff, I was going to say shit because I was like, if you want to send us shit, but I'm scared of this audience
Oh, you want more shit?
that they might
Okay.
send us poop.
That's just on your car. Come on.
Any more cars? Oh,
Bird.
a motorbike?
No,
I would fucking kill you, Bird.
no.
Oh, imagine if you're like in a motorcycle and you get shat on by
Kill
fucking
you.
Bird.
Oh, so it's towards Vox Alastor was talking to. Okay.
All right,
You're fine.
here's the
You're fine,
address.
Alastor.
Whose fucking address is that? We're not even based in that fucking state, moron. At
No, it's
least-
the address of one of the only blockbusters left in the United States in Oregon.
Oh god.
Everybody send your fan mail there.
But there's one in Alaska though.
Yeah,
thought
I
the last
know,
one was
but
in
They're
Alaska.
gonna be like,
well, I'm saying the contiguous
they're
U.S.
like,
one
who's
that you
this
could.
Cadence person, and why is she sending a box full of her panties with the word Crowley scrolled on them?
Yo, can I ask?
She's the Crowley tier patron.
Do we all get a pair? Do we all get a pair?
No.
Oh dear.
If they're
Does
labeled
Tim?
Crowley,
Does
they're
Tim?
for Crowley only.
Does Tim get a pair?
Maybe.
You
Me and
wear
Tim
it
are-
outside.
me and Tim are
just
close.
just the panty.
Me and Tim are close.
Yeah, I could tell by that picture you put in the chat.
We're really close.
Fucking Tim.
Tim saved my ass more than a couple times. He's a good friend.
Tim saved Crowley and Nom. You guys should have been there.
Yeah.
It's a very
he
heartfelt
did.
moment.
It was. I looked like I was Nom in that picture.
In the Tim picture, the one you just sent.
The one I just sent.
Yeah.
I wear fluorescent colors at work because my job's so dangerous. If we don't, we could die. Hashtag Crowley panties.
Thank you for that. Well, Mike put hashtag Tim's pale ass in my Discord DMs.
I mean, it's very pale.
It is very pale.
Send it. Come on. Send
What
it
you didn't
in the pitch
see
chat.
is I wish we would have taken a picture of his chest after I Ric Flaired him. It's like the shape of my hand, right?
You did what?
I Ric Flaired his chest,
Boy.
and
Oh, that's what you were talking about yesterday about spanking him. Is
it
that
was
what
like
you mean?
bubbling up. Like the skin bubbled up,
Oh.
like red, like welts bubbled up. I
Oh.
only smacked him once.
He's
So
sensitive.
much scared.
So when Daddy Crowley spanks you, you'll never forget it.
You'll never feel in that location
No.
again.
No, you'll only be ever able to feel in that location ever again.
Oh
You
god.
lose sensitivity in every other part of your body
I
except for
just
that one
smack
spot.
it so hard, all your other nerves.
You
except
lose your
they're go
senses
dead.
of taste. Yeah, you lose your taste too.
It brings a whole new meaning to I'm going to smack the taste right out of your fucking mouth.
Damn.
Words I've actually said.
To
Okay,
Tim?
can we please go back to husband and all of related
Yeah.
stuff?
Unless you guys want to hear about this last Saturday where I threw someone out of my house.
Please no.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if I said this earlier, but if I had to choose somebody to be part of Hazmat Hotel or Hell of Boss, I would choose Psychic Pebbles. I would love to hear his voice as like a demon in some form. It sounds like it'd be fucking awesome. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I think that was Mike's question from like the very beginning.
You know,
Pebbles!
you know who I would choose?
No
Honestly,
idea.
because it
You.
would be no, not me.
Oh.
I choose Crimson.
Aw.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Aw.
because voice acting's her fucking dream. I have 1,000 dreams, but this is her dream, and this is the first adult cartoon she ever fucking watched.
And possibly the only one.
She'll ever watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw,
Okay.
thank you.
Of course.
So,
They should have had, they need to pull Winter in for a voice in there.
You know, we actually have 20 minutes, which means we each can sing a song.
Oh.
Yo!
Or
I'll
we
accept to
can
keep it
read
down.
a scary story and continue the story we've been reading.
Ooh.
Actually, it's been late enough. We started late, so we actually have time. No, we don't. We started
For
an hour late.
both.
It's almost
Oh.
9. So, what should we do?
Oh.
Should we sing? Or should we read a scary story?
let's sing.
Yeah.
What's wrong
My
with
vote's
the
on
story?
singing.
I was thinking the story because it's
Well,
later than
nothing. It's
usual, you
just
know?
like-
It's like
Yeah, but we...
it's like darker than it normally would be.
Is it?
Well, I mean, because we're started like an hour late.
We haven't read the story in a long time.
Well, Chad, you decide. Ha.
Yeah,
ooh.
let's let the Chad decide. It seems to be split. And then I don't think Jasmine's voting.
She's busy with the Patreon stuff.
Yeah,
So, chat,
because it's
are
split
we
down the
going
middle.
to sing some songs or tell a scary story?
They want some pollen and a hug. That's not answering the question.
We have a spooky time,
Okay.
scary story.
Let's see.
I also just don't know what I even sing.
Yeah.
We have a
Sing.
sing,
Story.
story,
Just let
sing,
Crowley sing.
story,
Crowley sing.
sing,
Scary. It
story.
seems still split down the middle. Pretty.
Well, I know.
Split.
I honestly think scary is.
I think what
Okay, so-
scary stories is winning out though.
Yeah, it does look like that now. I just saw Flat Screen Box voted.
You know, this is
And
what
then
we can
Josh
do.
voted again.
If the rest of the cast is okay with it. After the story, Crimson and I can sing a song.
Okay.
Together?
Hey,
I just realized I've been muted the entire time.
Oh, we thought you were like
Talking
doing
to you
work.
all. No,
You thought we were just ignoring you?
no, I was trying to talk to you the entire time. I'm sorry.
Yes,
So
man.
sing!
I was gonna. What I was saying was like I have a story pulled up. I could tell a story.
well,
I've
we
always
have
wanted to
the
tell stories.
continuation of Footsteps and Balloons, Part 3, Boxes.
Oh. So I have a story called "Woman in the Cemetery."
Ooh.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, next time.
I have a story called The Ugly Barnacle.
So we can do both. Cadence.
Shut up.
So, Crimson, think on what song you want to sing. Fans, if there's specific songs you want to hear us sing, we will take either a really good request or a super chat, or we'll just pick. So,
For those who have not been present in the past, we have read Footsteps. We have read Balloons with the shocking realization there is a robot watching them. Not necessarily a robot per se, but it was strangely mechanical. Now, for those of you who have heard the other stories, and if there was more and received cryptic answers. I want to apologize for being dishonest. It said several times in comments that nothing really happened after footsteps. But, much to my displeasure and trauma, I couldn't bring myself to tell you the truth. The events of the following story weren't locked away in the recesses of my mind. I've always remembered them, but it wasn't until I remembered balloons and spoke with my mother about the following events that I realized how intertwined the story was with everything else. But I originally hadn't really planned on sharing this anyway. My desire to withhold this memory was due mostly to the fact that I don't think I showed good judgment in it. I also wanted consent from another person to tell this story, so as to not misrepresent what transpired. I didn't expect there to be a lot of interest in my other stories, so I never thought I'd really get pressed for more details. I would have been happy to keep this to myself for the rest of my life. I haven't been able to reach the other party, but I would feel disingenuous withholding the story from those who wanted more information now that I've spoken with my mother and another connecting line has been drawn. What follows is as accurate of a recollection as I could manage. I apologize for the length. I spent the summer before my first year of elementary school learning how to climb trees. There was one particular pine tree right outside my house that seemed almost designed for me. It had branches that were so low I could easily grab them without a boost. And for the first couple days after I learned how to pull myself up, I would just sit on the lowest branch, dangling my feet. The tree was outside our back fence and was easily visible from the kitchen window, which was just above the sink. Before too long, my mother and I developed a routine where I would go play on the tree when she washed the dishes because she could easily see me while she did other things. As the summer passed, my abilities grew, and before too long I was climbing fairly high. As the tree got taller, its branches not only got thinner, but more widely spaced. So eventually, I reached a point where I couldn't actually climb any higher. And so the game had to change. I began to concentrate on speed, and in the end I could reach my highest branch in 25 seconds. I got too confident, and one afternoon I tried to step on from one branch before I had firmly grasped the next one. I fell about 20 feet and broke my arm really badly in 2 places. My mom was running toward me yelling, and I remember her sounding like she was underwater. I don't remember what she said, but I do remember being surprised by just how white my bone was. I was going to start kindergarten with a cast, and wouldn't even have any friends to sign it. My mom must have felt terrible because the day before I started school she brought home a kitten. He was just a baby, and was striped with tan and white. As soon as she put him down, he crawled into an empty case of soda that was sitting on the floor. I named him Boxes. Boxes was only an inside cat when he escaped. My mom had him declawed so he wouldn't destroy the furniture. So as a result, we did our best to keep him inside. He'd get out every now and then, and we'd find him somewhere in the backyard chasing some kind of bug or lizard, though he could hardly ever catch one because he had no front claws. He was pretty evasive, but we'd catch him always and carry him back inside. He scrambled to look back over my shoulder. I told my mother that it was because he was planning his strategy for next time. Once inside, we'd give him some tuna fish, and he came to learn what the sound of the can opener might signal. He'd come running whenever he heard it. This conditioning came in handy later because toward the end of our time in that house, boxes would get much more often out and would run under the house into the crawl space where neither of us wanted to follow because it was cramped and probably crawling with bugs and rodents. Ingeniously, my mom thought to hook the can opener to an extension cord out back, run it right outside the hole that boxes had gone through. Eventually, he would emerge with his loud meows, looking excited by the sound, then horrified at how we could run such cruel ruses on him. A can opener with no tuna made no sense to boxes. The last time he escaped to under the house was actually our last day in it. My mom had put the house on the market and we began packing our things. We didn't have much and we stretched packing out a while. Though I had already packed up all my clothes at my mother's request, my mom could tell I was really sad. I was sad about moving and wanted the transition to be smooth for me. And I guess she thought that having my clothes in the box would reinforce the idea that we were moving, but things wouldn't change that much. When boxes got out, as we were loading some things into the moving van, my mom cussed because she had already packed the can opener and wasn't sure where it was. I pretended to go look for it so I wouldn't have to go under the house. And my mother, probably completely aware of my little scam, moved one of the panels and crawled in. She came out with boxes pretty quickly and seemed pretty unnerved, which made me feel even better about getting out of it. My mom made some phone calls while I packed a little more, and then she came into my room and told me that she had spoken to the realtor, and we were going to start moving into the other house that day. She said it like it was an excellent news, but I thought we had more time in the house. She originally said that we weren't moving until the end of the next week, and it was only Tuesday. What's more, we weren't completely finished packing, but my mom said sometimes it was just easier to replace things than pick them and haul them all over the city. I didn't even get to grab the rest of my box clothes. I asked if I could call Josh to say bye, but she said that we could just call him from our new house. We left in the moving van. I managed to stay in touch with Josh for years, which is surprising since we no longer went to the same school. Our parents weren't close friends, but they knew that we were, so they would accommodate our desire to see one another by driving us back and forth for sleepovers. Sometimes every weekend. For Christmas one year, our parents even pooled their money and got us some really nice walkie-talkies that were advertised to work across a range that extended past the distance between our houses. They also had batteries that could last for days. If the walkie-talkies was on, but not used, they would only occasionally work well enough that we could talk across the city. But when we stayed over, we'd use them around the house, talking in a mock radio speak. Who would do that? That we had taken from the picture shows, and they worked great for that. Thanks to our parents, we were still friends when we were 10. One weekend, I was staying over at Josh's, and my mom called to tell me goodnight. She was still pretty watchful, even when she couldn't actually watch me. But I'd gotten so used to it that I didn't even notice it. Even if Josh did, she sounded upset. Boxes was missing. This must have been a Saturday night because I had spent the night at Josh's the previous night. And I was going to go home the next day because we had a school on Monday. Boxes had been missing since Friday afternoon. I gathered that she had not seen him since returning home after dropping me off. She must have decided to tell me he was missing because if he didn't come home before I did, then I would be devastated at not only his absence, but how she could have kept it from me. She told me not to worry. He'll come back. He always does. But Boxes never came back. He didn't. 3 weekends later, I stayed at Josh's again. I was still upset about boxes. But my mother told me that had been many times when pets had disappeared from home for weeks or even months only to return on their own. She said they always knew where home was and would always try to get back. I was explaining this to Josh when a thought hit me so hard I interrupted my own sentence to say it aloud. What if boxes thought of the wrong home? Josh was confused. What? He lives with you. He knows where his home is. But he grew up somewhere else, Josh. He was raised in my old house, a couple neighborhoods away. Maybe he still thinks of that place as home like I do. Oh, I get it. Well, that'd be great. Well, tell my dad tomorrow and he'll take us over there so we can look. No, he won't, man. My mom said that we couldn't ever go back to that place because of the new owners. They wouldn't want to be bothered. She said that she told your mother and dad the same thing. Josh persisted. Okay then, we'll just go out exploring tomorrow and make our way to your old house. No! If we get spotted, your dad will find out, and then so will my mom. We have to go there ourselves. We have to go there tonight. It didn't take that much convincing to get Josh on board, since he was already usually the one to come up with ideas like this. But we had never snuck out of the house before. It actually turned out to be incredibly easy. The window in his room opened to the backyard, and he had latched wooden fence that wasn't locked. After those two minor hurdles, we two minors slipped off into the night, flashlight and walkie-talkies in hand. There were 2 ways to get from Josh's house to my old house. We could walk on the street, make all the turns and go through the woods, which would take about half the time. It would have taken about 2 hours to walk there taking the streets, but I suggested that we go that way anyway. I told him it was because I didn't want to get lost. Josh refused and said that if we were seen, they might recognize him and tell his dad. He threatened to go home if we didn't just take the shortcut. And I accepted because I didn't want to go by myself. Josh didn't know about the last time I walked through those woods at night. The woods were much less creepy with a friend and a flashlight, and we were making pretty good time. I wasn't entirely sure where we were, but Josh seemed confident enough that it bolstered my morale. We passed through a particularly thick patch of tangled trees, and when the strap on my walkie-talkie got caught on a branch, Josh had the flashlight, and so I was struggling to get the walkie-talkie free when I heard Josh say, "Hey man, wanna go for a swim?" I looked over to where he was shining the flashlight, though I closed my eyes as he did, because I now knew where we were. He was pointing at the pool float. This was where I had woken up in these woods all those years ago. I felt a lump in my throat, and the sting of fresh tears in my eyes. As I continued to struggle with the walkie, frustrated, I yanked on it hard enough to break it free. I turned and walked to Josh, who had partially laid down on the pool float in a mock sunbathing pose. As I walked toward him, I stumbled and nearly fell into a fairly large hole that was sitting in the middle of this small clearing. But I regained my balance and stopped right at its edge. It was deep. I was surprised by the size of the hole, but no more surprised by the fact that I didn't remember it. I realized it must not have been there that night because it was in the same spot where I had awoken. I put it out of my mind, and I turned to Josh. "Quit messing around, man. You saw I was stuck over there, and you were just laying here joking around on this float." I punctuated the sentence with a kick to an exposed part of the float. A screeching rose from it. Josh's smile inverted. He suddenly looked terrified and was struggling to get off the float. but he couldn't in a quick manner due to the awkward way he had been laying on it. Each time he would fall back onto the float, screeching would intensify. I went to help Josh, but I couldn't move myself any closer. My legs wouldn't cooperate. I hated these woods. I picked up the flashlight that he had thrown in his thrashing and shined in on the float, not knowing what to expect. Finally, Josh got off the float and rushed to me, looking at where I was shining the light. Suddenly, there it was. It was a rat. I started laughing nervously, of course, nervously. I gotta use words. Then we both watched the rat run into the woods, taking the screeches with it. Josh lightly punched me in the arm, the smile slowly returning to his face, and we continued walking. We quickened our pace and made it out of the woods faster than we thought we would, and we found ourselves back in my old neighborhood. The last time I had rounded the bend ahead, I had seen my house fully illuminated, and all the memories of what transpired came flooding back. I felt a skipping in my heart as we were finally turning the corner, about to face the full view of my house, remembering last time how incandescent it was. But this time all the lights were off. From a distance, I could see my old climbing tree as my mind traced the steps of causality backwards. I realized that I wouldn't back here this night if that tree hadn't grown. I was briefly in awe of how all events were like that. As we get closer, I could see that the lawn looked terrible. I couldn't even guess when it had last been mowed. One of the shutters had partially broken loose and was rocking back and forth in the breeze. And overall, the house just looked dirty. I was sad to see my old home in such a state of disrepair. Why would Mom care if we bothered the new owners if they cared so little about where they lived? And then I realized there were no new owners. The house was abandoned, though it looked simply forsaken. Why would my mom lie to me about our house having new people in it? But I thought that was actually a good thing. It would be easier to look around for boxes. If we didn't have to worry about being spotted by the new family, this would make it much quicker. Josh interrupted my thoughts as we walked through the gate and up to the house itself. Your old house sucks, dude, Josh yelled as quietly as he could. Shut up, Josh. Even like this is still nicer than your house. Hey, man! Okay. I think boxes is probably under the house. One of us has to go under and look, but the other should stay next to the opening in case he comes running out. Are you serious? There's no way I'm going under there. It's your cat, man. You do it. Look. I'm game. I'll game you for it. Unless you're too scared, said holding my fist over my upturned palm. Fine, but we go on shoot, not on three. So rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Not 1, 2, 3. I know how to play the game, Josh. You're the one who always messes it up. It's 2 out of 3. And I lost. I wiggled loose the panel that my mom would always move when she had to crawl under here for boxes. She only had to do it a couple of times since the can opener trick usually worked. But when she had to do it, she hated it, especially the last time. And as I looked into the darkness of the crawl space, I had a greater appreciation for why. Before we moved, she said it was actually better that boxes ran under here, despite how hard it could be to get him out. It was less dangerous than him jumping over the fence and riding around the neighborhood. All that was true, but I was still dreading doing this. I grabbed the flashlight and the walkie and began to crawl in. A powerful smell overtook me. It smelled like death. I turned on my walkie. Josh, are you there? This is Macho Man. Come back. Josh, Cut it out. There's something wrong down here. What do you mean? It stinks. It smells like something dead. Is it boxes? I really hope not. I set down the walkie and moved the flashlight around as I crawled forward, looking through the hole. From the outside, you could see all the way back with the right lighting. But you had to be inside to see around the support blocks that held the house up. I'd say that there was about 40% of the area that you couldn't see unless you were actually in the crawl space. But even inside, I discovered that I could only see directly where the flashlight was pointing. I realized that this would make scouting around the place much more difficult. As I moved forward, the smell intensified. The fear was growing in me that boxes had come here and something had happened to them. I shined the flashlight around, but couldn't see much of anything. I had wrapped my fingers around a support block to pull myself forward, and as I did that, I felt something that made my hand recoil. Fur. My heart sank, and I prepared myself emotionally for what I was about to see. I crawled slowly so I could prolong what I knew was coming, and I inched my eyes and the flashlight past the block to see what was on the other side. I staggered back in horror. Jesus Christ! Escaped my trembling mouth. It was a hideous and twisted creature, badly decomposed. Its skin had rotted away on its face, so the teeth appeared to be enormous, and the smell was unbearable. What is it? Are you okay? Is it boxes? I reached for the walkie. No, it's not. It's not boxes. Well, what the hell is it then? I don't know. I shined the light on it again, looked at it with less fear in my vision. I chuckled. Ha, it's a raccoon. Well, keep looking. I'm gonna go into the house to see if he might have made it in there somehow. What? No, Josh, don't go in there. What if Boxes is down here and he runs out? He can't. I put the board back. I looked and saw that he was telling the truth. Why'd you do that? Don't worry, man. You can move it easy. This makes more sense. If Boxes ran out and I missed him, then he'd be gone. If he's down there, then grab him tight, and I'll come move the board. If he's not, then you can move it yourself. While I look in the house. Some of his points were good. I doubted he'd be able to get in anyway. But be careful, okay? Don't touch anything. There's a bunch of my old clothes still in boxes in my room. You can look in there to see if he crawled in one. And make sure to bring your walkie. Roger that, good buddy. I realized that it would be pitch black in there. The power would have been turned off since no one was paying the bill. With any luck, he'd be able to see from the street lights that might cast some light inside. Otherwise, I'm not sure what he'd do. Before too long, I heard footsteps right over my head and felt old dirt raining down on me. Josh, is that you? Ksh! Breaker, this is Macho Man coming back for a big Tango Foxtrot. The Eagle has landed. What's your 20? Princess Jasmine, over. Macho Man, my 20 is in your bathroom looking at your stash of magazines. Looks like you've got a thing for dudes' butts. What's the report on that? Asshole. Over. I could hear him laughing without the walkie-talkie, and I started laughing too. I heard the footsteps fade a little. He was on his way to my room. Man, it's dark in here. Hey, are you sure you had boxes of clothes in here? I don't see any. Yeah, there should be a couple boxes in front of the closet. There aren't any boxes in here. Let me check to see if maybe you put the boxes in the closet before you left. I started thinking that maybe my mom had come back and gotten the clothes and just given them away, because I had outgrown them a lot. And I remembered leaving the boxes there. I didn't even have time to close the last one up before we left. While I was waiting for Josh to tell me what he found, I kicked out my leg, which had started falling asleep because of the position I was in, and it hit something. I looked back and saw something really strange. It was a blanket, and all around it were balls. I crawled a little closer to it. The blanket smelled moldy, and most of the bowls were empty, but one had something that I recognized still in it. Cat food. It was a different kind than what we had given to boxes. But I suddenly understood. My mom had set up a little place for boxes to encourage him to come here from time to time. And that seemed perfectly reasonable to me. So, at that point, I realized it was because she didn't want boxes to run out into the neighborhood, so it made perfect sense. So much sense. And it seemed even more likely that boxes would have come back to this place. That's so cool, Mom, I thought. I found your clothes. Oh, cool. Where were the boxes? Like I said, there are no boxes. Your clothes are in your closet. They're hanging up. I felt a chill. This was impossible. I packed all of my clothes, even though we weren't supposed to move for another 2 weeks. When we left, I remember packing them and thinking that it was stupid for me to have to get clothes out of the box and put them back in. I had packed them, but someone had hung them back up. Why, though? Josh needed to get out of there. That can't be right, Josh. They're supposed to be in boxes. Stop messing around and just come back outside. No joke, man. I'm looking at them. Maybe you just thought that you left them. Wow. You sure like to look at yourself, don't you? What do you mean? Your walls, man. Your walls are covered in Polaroids of yourself. There's hundreds of them. Would you hire someone to... Silence. I checked my walkie to see if I had switched it off somehow. It was fine. I could hear footsteps, but couldn't tell exactly where Josh was going. I waited for Josh to finish the sentence, thinking that his finger had slipped off the button, but he didn't continue. He seemed to be stomping around the house now. Just about to radio him when he came back. There's someone in the house! His voice was hushed and broken. I could hear he was on the verge of tears. I wanted to respond, but how loud was his walkie-talkie turned up? What if the other person heard it? I said nothing and just waited and listened. What I heard were footsteps. Heavy, dragging footsteps. And a loud thud. Oh God, Josh. He had been found. I was sure of it. This person had found him and was hurting him. I broke out in tears. He was my only friend, next to boxes, and then I realized, what if Josh told him I was under the hair, under the house? What could I possibly do? As I struggled to compose myself, I thankfully heard Josh's voice through the walkie. He's got something, man. It's a big bag. He just threw it on the floor and... Oh God. Man, the bag, I think it just moved. I was paralyzed. I wanted to run home. I wanted to save Josh. I wanted to go for help. I wanted so many things, but I just lay there, frozen. As I lay unable to move, my eyes focused on the corner of the house that was right under my room. I moved my flashlight. My breath hitched at what I saw. Animals. Dozens of them. All of them dead. They lay in piles around the perimeter of the crawl space. Could boxes be among these corpses? Was this what the cat food was for? Seeing this broke my shock as I knew I had to get out of there, and I scrambled to the board. I pushed on it, but it wouldn't budge. I couldn't move it because I was wedged in there. I couldn't get my fingers around since the edges were outside. I was trapped. God damn you, Josh, I whispered to myself. I could feel thunderous footsteps above me. The house was shaking. I heard Josh scream. And it was matched by another scream. That wasn't full of fear. As I continued pushing, I felt the board move. But I knew it wasn't me who was moving it. I could hear footsteps above me and in front of me, and shouting and screaming, filling the brief silences between the footsteps. I moved back and held my walkie ready to try to defend myself, and the bulb was thrown to the side and an arm shot in and grabbed for me. Let's go, man, now! It was Josh, thank God. I scrambled out of the opening, holding the flashlight and the walkie. When he got to the fence, we both jumped. But Josh's walkie fell. He reached for it, and I told him to forget it. We had to move. Behind us I could hear yelling. Though they weren't words, only sounds. And we perhaps foolishly ran for the woods to get back to Josh's quicker, and be somewhat harder to follow. The whole way through the woods, Josh kept yelling, "My picture! He took my picture!" But I knew the man already had Josh's picture from all those years ago at the ditch. I suppose Josh still thought those mechanical sounds were from a robot. We made it back to Josh's house and back into his room before his parents woke up. I asked him about the big bag and if it really moved, and he said he couldn't be sure. He kept apologizing about dropping the walkie at the house, but obviously that wasn't a big deal. We didn't go to sleep and sat peering out the window waiting for him. I went home later that day as it was about 3 a.m. already. I told my mother the basics of the story a couple days ago. She broke down and was furious about the danger I put myself in. I asked her why she made all those things up about bothering the new owners to stop me from going. Why did she think the house was so dangerous? She became irate and hysterical, and she answered my question. She grabbed my hand and squeezed it harder than I thought her capable of, and locked her eyes to mine, whispering as if she was afraid to being overheard. Because I never put any fucking blankets or bowls under the house for boxes. You weren't the only one to find them. I felt dizzy. I understood so much now. I understood why she had looked so uneasy after she brought boxes out from under the house on our last day there. She found more than spiders or rats nest that day. I understood why we left almost 2 weeks early. I understood why she tried to stop me from going back. She knew he made his home under ours, and she kept it from me. I left without saying another word and didn't finish the story for her. But I want to finish it here. For you. I got home from Josh's that day. I threw my stuff on the floor and scattered it everywhere. I didn't care, just wanted to sleep. I woke up around 9 p.m. to the sound of boxes meowing. My heart leapt. He had finally come home. I was a little sick about the fact that I had just waited a day. None of the previous night's events would have happened, and I'd have boxes anyways. But that didn't matter. He was back. I got off my bed and called for him, looking around to catch a glint off of his eyes. The crying continued, and I followed it. It was coming from under the bed. I laughed a little, thinking I had just crawled under the house looking for him, and now he was much better. His meows were being muffled by his shirt. So I flung it aside and smiled, yelling, "Welcome home, boxes." His cries were coming from my walkie-talkie. Boxes never came home. Next time we read a scary story, it will be called Maps. Murder!
Damn.
Wow.
Murder.
Damn.
Okay.
Fucking bum living under the house.
So are you gonna sing Addicted or?
Yeah, someone
Is it-
requested $2.
Well, I don't know Addicted, so you can have
Is
that
it?
one.
Who wants to sing it with me, or am I doing it by myself?
I guess I can do it again.
Yay,
Do
bird!
it, bud. I'm gonna miss that
Yeah.
bird.
I'm sleepy after that.
Alright.
Sweet dreams, everyone.
Good night.
Ooh, I have a fun idea. We could switch the parts. That might be funny. Or fun.
You want to switch the parts?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay. Till death do us part, but we're already past that phase. This is a brand new start, and I think I deserve some praise for the way that I am. Despite having overdosed and ended up comatose, I don't give a damn. I've let my emotions go, fuck being a sober hoe. This is the mantra, this is my life. You're playing with now till the end of the night. Surrounded by fire, the passion ignites. A hit of that heaven and hell, a hell of a high. I'm addicted to the madness.
This hotel is my Atlantis.
We're forever gonna have a fucking reason to sin.
Let me leave my soul to burn and I'll be breathing it in.
I'm addicted to the feeling.
Getting higher than the ceiling.
And we're never gonna want this fucking feeling to end.
Just concede and give in to your inner demons again. Well, you fell in love, but you fell deeper in this pit. While death rains from above. So count your blessings, 'cause this is it. You're not letting it go. So what if I misbehave? It's what everybody craves. You already know. So come if you're feeling brave and fancy yourself a mate. You want it, I got it. See what you like. We could have it all by the end of the night. Nobody in power, my sinful delight. A hit of that heaven and hell, a hell of a high.
I'm addicted to the madness.
This hotel is my Atlantis.
We're forever gonna have a fucking reason to sin.
Let me leave my soul to burn and I'll be breathing it in.
I'm addicted to the feeling.
Getting higher than the ceiling.
And we're never gonna want this fucking feeling to end.
Just concede and give in to your inner demons again.
Just concede and give in to your inner demons again.
I'm addicted to the feeling.
Getting higher than the ceiling.
And we're never gonna want this fucking feeling to end.
Just concede and give in to your inner demons again. I'm addicted to the sorrow, and the buzz ends by tomorrow. There's another rush of poison flowing into my veins, giving me a dose of pleasure that resides by the pain. I'm addicted, I'm dependent, looking awesome, feeling helpless. And I know I'm raising Cain by every highway in hell. Maybe things won't be so terrible inside this hotel.
Murder! So, I'm going to sing a song that the fans have wanted for a long fucking time for me to do.
Mm.
I've got a game I want to show you. If I tell you my name, you'll have to play too. I've been here for years, biding my time, waiting and primed, until I could find you. Just sign on online and we can be friends. I'll be here for you until your world ends. Enjoy all your toys, I will supply. You only live once, and you'll be mine. The day you die, I'll have my payments. Your eternal soul's enslavement. Did you divine our dark arrangements? You were lovely entertainment. Dark desires you've been serving. You can bet that you're deserving. No regrets for who you're hurting. Why, it's almost like you're floating.
Come into my world, take a look at me. And I am the nightmare on the dark side of the moon. I'm your first, last resort, so call me when you need a helping hand. Play your cards wrong and I'll see you soon.
Sorry, I don't mean to alarm you. If you asked me to stay, I would be charmed to. You all have such cozy little lives. How do you survive? Like that I wish I knew. But you've got a lovely little secret. You're tired of feeling small, awful small. So you give Mr. Alastor a call to make a deal. Because you're hungry for the sights, you want to see them, earthly delights. You feel you need them, your appetites. I'll help you feed them. I'll be your sweet radio demon. And once your hunger has abated, don't forget your friend who waited. Watch you as you indulge your thirst. And did I mention that you're cursed?
Come into my world, take a look at me. And I am the nightmare on the dark side of the moon. I'm your first, last resort, so call me when you need a helping hand. Play your cards wrong and I'll see you soon. You lay your chips out on the table now. When you gamble souls, the house will always win. I'm double dealing and betrayal, and I'm here to catch my payout. I hope it was worth a life of sin. Welcome to my world, I'll take a look around. Inside your nightmare, deep beyond the mortal veil. You made a wrong turn at the crossroads. Now you're at the final episode. Eternity with me in hell.
Pleasure to play, how I enjoyed you. Suffice to say, when I play I don't lose. Collect on the debts that you accrued. It was such a gas, I really am amused. Have a dark thought, I'm right beside you. A casual whisper just to guide you. Look over your shoulder and I'm gone. Remember the song, and I bid you adieu. Matter.
Okay.
Yay!
I do believe that brings us to the end of the stream.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So that being said, folks, it was a wonderful time, wonderful time, wonderful time. We had such a beautiful time together. So it's so wonderful seeing every single one of you here. Now, as I always say, you got to like, comment, subscribe, and share to all of your pitiful friends. And on top of that, ring the bell like the cows you are, because Daddy's hungry. But beyond that, you know, we have much. We have more much on the way. On the Patreon, which is coming, which you're going to have to sign up for that, you'll be able to get free much. So, you buy much now, be very supportive, or you can sign up for the Patreon and get much that way. One way or the other, much, 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 matter. We all know, right? So, but the most important thing to remember, self-love is very important. So, Chrisadione, grab your lotion, your lube, and your vibrators, and rub one out for me! typing all over my outro.
I'm sorry. I had to say goodbye to Fierce. I love him.
I understand.
Then mute yourself.
You
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was
Guys,
that loud.
Guys,
Yeah, it's very loud. Are we good?